Hello, and welcome to this video presentation. My name is Paul Brett. I'm a Senior Software Support Analyst supporting the Transformation Extender product from IBM. The topic for today's video is running the ITX C API examples. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. To enable today's presentation, I installed Visual Studio 2010 Professional. I ensured that I installed the C++ and C# languages. You could instead install Visual Studio 2010 Express. On top of one of these packages, you will have to install the Microsoft Windows SDK version 7.1 or similar. To start this practical demonstration, I've connected to my remote machine where I have installed Visual Studio 2010 Professional Edition, and I've also installed the Microsoft Windows SDK version 7.1. Now the 2010, the programming languages that I went for were the C++ and C#, but you could install all of the programming languages if you want, and you could also install Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 Express Edition. But it is important that you install this Microsoft Windows SDK version 7.1 as well, because it brings in this Windows SDK 7.1 command prompt that we shall be using right now. I'm going to change to my IBM ITX 10.1 product directory and go into the examples and then into development kit, DTXPI, and into the C directory. I'm going to open an Explorer window so that you can see the contents of that directory on the right there. Okay, I'm going to edit the path variable to include the ITX 10.1 base directory. And now I should be able to run the NMAKE command as specified in the readme.txt. There's a lot of warnings on screen, but most of those can be ignored. The important thing is on the right hand side you can see that the examples, example 1 to 7.c, have been compiled as executables. Okay, if we was to run example 1 now, it would try to load the map, which doesn't exist currently, and give us some kind of error message. There we go, loading map failed. So let's just grab a quick map. And then let's use the ITX command line option to compile the map that is in this map source file. Okay, I now have a map called test1. So if I run the example again, it will still fail because the source for the map is not available. There we go, source not available. Let's echo some data. This is my data to a file called input.txt. Over on the right now you will see that I've got the map, the log file, and now the input file. If we run the example again, now we get a map completed successfully. Let's have a look at the content of our output.txt, and you see that my string, this is my data, has been capitalized, which is what my version of the test1 map does. Let's have a quick look at example 5.c. We'll open that up in Notepad. Example 5 overrides the input of the map and sends in a string. This is my input data. I'm just going to change this to this is my weird input data, just to show that it's something different. Not only that, but it overrides the output of output card 2 so that it echoes the result of the map back to the command line. Now my map test1 does not have an output card 2, so I'm just going to make a quick change to this code here so that we're going to get the result of output card 1 instead. That should be everything we need to do. I'm going to save that example. I'm going to run the NMAKE command again. So that's rebuilt the examples for me. I'm going to copy test1.mmc as test5.mmc because that is what the example 5 code is expecting to find. And now I'm going to run example 5. There we go. Map completed successfully, and in capitals, this is my weird input data. So there we go, a very quick demonstration of how to run the C API examples using Visual Studio 2010 and the Windows Software Development Toolkit with ITX 10.1. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video presentation today. If you found the content interesting and informative, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as I release content such as this on a regular basis. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett IBM. Thank you.